You know, one of the things we talk about when we talk about being prepared and having the tools we need in a bad situation is weapons. We talk about guns, we talk about knives, we talk about tasers, we talk about mace, etc. We talk about the things that we would need in a bad situation to help protect ourselves, to even the odds if someone attacked us that was bigger than us or stronger than us, or we needed to just defend ourselves for some other various reasons. Now there's one item that we all pretty much have, and we all agree that we should have it, but we don't discuss its capacity as a weapon enough. We discuss the utilitarian aspects of them, we discuss the quality of them, but we really don't talk about them in the form of a weapon. Those items are our flashlights. Now this is the ThruNite Catapult V5, as you can see here. Now as far as the technical specs of this flashlight go, I'm probably not the best person to talk to about that because I'm not a really technical person when it comes to flashlights. Don't really know a whole lot about them, just know what I like. But I will go over the basics of this flashlight. Now first we'll go over the controls right here. Now one thing I like about this flashlight is they're up here, they're not on the end cap, so they're right where your thumb would be when you're holding the flashlight. Now the first button here is just an on-off button. It turns the flashlight on and off. Now the second button is when you have the flashlight on, you can scroll through the different brightnesses. Now this ranges anywhere from I think 80 lumens up to 1500 lumens at the highest setting. Now when the flashlight is off, the top button is an immediate strobe feature. Now if you want the strobe to stay on, you just push the button, you hold it down for a few seconds, and then when you remove your finger, the strobe stays on until you turn it off again. So one button turns it on and off. When it's on, this button cycles through the different brightnesses. When it's off, this button activates the strobe instantly. Really nice features. I really like the way these buttons are set up. Very simple and right at your fingertips. Now one thing this one also has is a little flashing LED indicator to let you know the batteries are going dead. Now I don't know if you've seen it flash yet here, but it will flash every now and then. A little blue light, there it goes right there, to let you know your batteries are going dead. Now I ran this thing quite a bit to try to get the batteries to go dead so that little light would flash for me. And it cycles through a blue flash when the batteries are getting low, and then I believe it comes a solid red light when the batteries are dying or dead. So that's a feature I really wanted on a flashlight. I like that feature a lot. It means a lot to me. It gives me a little extra peace of mind to know my flashlight's going to work when I need it. Now as far as construction goes, this is a sturdy flashlight. This is well put together. It feels awesome in your hand. It does not feel cheap. It does not look cheap, and it isn't. Like I said, it's one solid piece of aluminum practically. I mean, it does separate into separate sections, but once you put it together, it feels like you're holding a giant chunk of metal in your hands. Now as far as the beam itself from this flashlight, it's very focused. Now it does have a large aurora around it which lights up fairly decently, but the center intense beam is very focused. That gives this flashlight a throw of about nearly 2,000 feet. I mean, it throws a long ways. I was over in a field lighting up treetops from over 100 yards away, and the thing about it is it's so narrow that you can light up one tree at a time, which I like that. I like being able to spot specific areas and not have to light up a whole area. So I really like that about this flashlight. Now when you do want to light up a whole area, it comes with this little diffuser. This just slips on over the end of the flashlight, clamps into place, and there you have a little diffuser on your flashlight. Now this just pops open when you want a more focused beam, but when you want that wider broadcast of light, that more diffused light, you just close it and you're ready to go. So those are the basic flashlight related functions of the light itself. As far as that goes, it's top notch. I really, really like it. Like I said, I know what I like, and I like this. But that's not the main reason why this is now my favorite flashlight. Like I alluded to earlier, this flashlight is a weapon in itself. Now, up until now, this has been my favorite flashlight. It's a big old mag light, 4 D-cell batteries, it's big and it's heavy. Doesn't give the greatest light in the world, it's an incandescent bulb, but you could really knock the shit out of somebody with this if you absolutely have to. But now, this isn't my favorite flashlight. This is my favorite flashlight. This ThruNite Catapult V5 is now my favorite flashlight, because not only does it give better light than the mag light, it's a better weapon if you ask me too. And I'm not just talking about the blinding effects of the strobe, I'm talking about as a blunt force weapon. Now there's a reason why things like maces and blackjacks, etc. are illegal in a lot of states, because they are deadly weapons. Anytime you have something like this that can inflict blunt force trauma to someone's head, it's a deadly weapon. And this flashlight is definitely capable of that. It's like it's designed for it, and I'm pretty sure it is designed for it. It is a big chunk of aluminum. It is solid, it is sturdy, and it's not too heavy because it is aluminum. And on top of that, it's got all these nice little ridges and edges on it that just make it a real devastating weapon. Plus it's got a nice knurled grip right here so you can really keep a hold of it. And the way it's balanced, this is a perfect club. I mean, I feel like Hercules or Calabac with this thing. It's just a weapon. This is a mace. So when you take into account that this thing is a great flashlight in its own right, just as a flashlight itself, and then add to the fact that it is such a formidable, easily wielded handheld weapon, this thing is awesome. So not only is this a great flashlight that can light your way anytime you need some light, it's a practical item that no one can tell you you can't have, and when the chips are down, this thing can really mash some melons.